begins our book summary channel Booksica.
I had read somewhere that if you are rich in thinking, then you can do anything. Do you also care about this? Do you think that if we correct our thinking, then maybe something good will happen? Can we become rich by changing our thinking? How successful people think and work. We will learn to recognize the difference between unsuccessful and successful people and see how you can make yourself successful and achieve your dreams by learning to think like a successful person. If all these questions bother you too and do not let you sleep, then get ready. Because today we are going to talk about one such book in which the answers to all the questions are hidden. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill was an American author. He wrote works related to self-help. The book written by him, Think and Grow Rich 1937, is the most famous, and because of this he got the most recognition. Hill's books prove that having strong thoughts and desires is essential to improving life. Most of his books understand the principles of achieving success. So let's start this amazing book summary.
Please hit like button and subscribe our channel, Booksica. So, let's begin with Booksica.
Part 1. To achieve something big, we must have a great desire. Everyone wants to achieve success. But only a few people are able to achieve it. Have you ever tried to know the reason for this? Successful people are successful because they have a strong desire for success. They are ready to go to any extent for him. Take Colonel Sanders for example. After retirement, he went door to door asking for orders for the chicken recipe. After hearing no from nearly 1,000 doorsteps, they received their first order. After that, the food chain named KF was started, which is famous all over the world today. J.K. Rowling took her book to 12 publishers who refused to publish it. After this, his book was published, which we know today as Harry Potter. A Hollywood movie has also been made on that book. Successful people have more desire to win than the fear of losing. They run after their dreams even if 100 people say no. That is why they become successful. Therefore, first of all, you should awaken this desire within yourself. Part 2. Map your path to reach your destination. You will get success only when you know what you want to achieve. First of all, think about where you want to go. First of all, think about where you want to go. If you want to become a famous author, think about how many best-selling books you have to write. After this, write down when you have to achieve that goal. If you just think that you have to do it but don't think by when, it means that you are postponing it for later, which will not let you reach your destination. Ultimately, you have to decide how you will reach your destination. Write down each step in detail and think about what you have to do when. The more spread out you do this work, the better it will be. When you get your complete plan, immediately start working on it. When you have your complete plan, write it down somewhere clearly and read it twice a day, after waking up in the morning and before sleeping at night. First, by doing this you can keep an eye on your work and motivate yourself to do it. Part 3. Trusting yourself is the biggest characteristic of successful people. If you pick up history and read the story of any successful person, you will see that every successful person believed in himself. Without it, no greatness was achieved. They knew that whatever they were doing, they would definitely achieve it one day, and did not stop until they achieved it. Take Thomas Alva Edison for example. Even after failing 10,000 times in making a bulb, he did not lose faith in himself. He still kept trying and wrote his name in the pages of history. There is great strength in believing in yourself. She can get anything done. So if you want to reach your destination, then believe in yourself. Part 4. You can change your behavior by talking good things about yourself. Everyone can learn to trust themselves. If you keep telling yourself every day that you can do this work, there will come a time when you will actually be capable of doing that work. This kind of talking to oneself is called autosuggestion. In autosuggestion, we think about those things which we want to do, by doing which we can take ourselves towards success, but due to some reason we are not able to do that work. When we keep saying that thing to ourselves again and again, a time comes when our mind accepts it as true and we become capable of doing that work. With the help of autosuggestion, we can learn to trust ourselves and do whatever we want to do. If you are one of those who want to achieve something and are unable to believe in themselves, then this method is made just for you. Part 5. To be successful, you must have knowledge. With the advent of knowledge, many tasks become easier. Successful people always keep increasing their knowledge. They know that the more they study, the more successful they will become. But if you stop studying, you will remain where you are and success will elude you. To get the information, you do not need to take admission in any university, nor do you need any degree. You can gain a lot of knowledge and be successful without even going to school. For this, read books of different authors, go to seminars or any educational program. Knowledge does not mean that you memorize things from around the world. It means that knowledge and experience which when the time comes, you can use it properly and take yourself forward. Apart from this, it is also important that you introduce yourself to experts so that if you want to know about something, you can ask them. In big companies, there are many experts from whom advice is taken. You don't need to know everything yourself. Part 6. Your ability to imagine is your ability. Albert Einstein said, "Being intelligent does not mean how much you know. Being intelligent means how much you can imagine." Imagination is the only way with the help of which we can convert our dreams into ideas and our ideas into reality. There are 2 types of imaginations. Creative imagination. In this kind of imagination we think something which was not thought till date. In this we try to create something that no one has thought of till date. It was used by great inventors to create great things. Synthetic imagination. In this type of imagination we combine many old ideas and convert them into a new idea. It was used by Sony to make MP3 players. Sony converted the journalist's playback device into a device that anyone could use to listen to songs. That's how Walkman was born. Creative and synthetic imagination can sometimes work together. Take Bill Gates for example. He did not create Windows himself, but bought it from some programmers. Then with his help he created a company which we know as Microsoft. If you want your ability to imagine to remain intact, then keep imagining from time to time. The more you imagine, the more your ability to imagine will increase. With this you can become more successful with time. Part 7. Pay attention to your weaknesses along with your strengths. Many of us are not ready to accept that there are many flaws within them which can be improved, and they can take themselves forward. This is what stops us from being successful. For this, first of all try to know about yourself. To know about yourself, you can ask yourself questions like this: did I achieve my goal for this year? Could I have done more this year? Could I have made better decisions? Questions like these will let you know where you are making mistakes. This will let you know how you can improve yourself. Many habits are already there in all of us. These habits include being lazy, postponing today's work for tomorrow, not doing what should be done. Always keep a to-do list with you in which you write down all the tasks that you have to do. If you are not able to do it within the given time, then it is time to find out where you are making a mistake. After knowing yourself completely, if you want, you can also ask someone else about your behavior. That person could be a close friend of yours who knows you very well. Both of you can make yourself better than before by pointing out each other's shortcomings. Part 8. Have good thoughts to be successful. Our conscious mind knows how to differentiate between good and bad things. Therefore, he has the ability to keep only the useful things with him and throw away the useless things. But this is not the case with our subconscious mind. He keeps the good and bad things with himself. Therefore, it is important that you keep yourself away from bad people and bad things. Our subconscious mind saves all kinds of information, due to which our behavior becomes the same with time. If you live with foul language people for 2 months, you will start abusing people even if you don't want to. By being around unsuccessful people and listening to them, you become like that with time. You cannot escape the effect of company. Bad company will spoil your habits, due to which you will not be able to succeed. Therefore, if you want your behavior to be good, then you should always think good and be with good people. By doing this, we can fill our mind with good things, change our behavior accordingly, and become successful. Part 9. The biggest characteristic of successful people is their willpower. Many people are not able to stick to the decisions they have taken for long. These are the same people who are failures. They abandon the decisions they have taken in difficult times and focus on work which is not beneficial for them in the long run. If you don't stick to what you say, you can never succeed. Take for example Henry Ford, who was known for sticking to his decisions. They were asking their engineer to make a V8 engine, and according to their engineer it was impossible to make this engine. But Ford said they wanted that engine no matter what. At last the engine that Henry had insisted on was built. It is very important to be stubborn to be successful. People will always keep telling you that you cannot do this work, but it is in your best interest not to listen to such people. If you keep working according to everyone's ideas, you will not be able to do anything. If the words of such people diminish your morale, then do not tell anyone about your destination. Tell about this only to those who are very special to you or are members of your team. Part 10. In the race of success, only those who do not accept defeat win. Whenever we do any work, difficulties arise in it. Many people do not face difficulties and run away from them. They think that this will make their work easier, but with time these difficulties, coupled with interest, fall on their heads. Successful people know this very well. Whenever they set out to achieve any destination, they heave a sigh of relief only after achieving it. You have to learn to persevere. For this, you should adopt 4 habits and develop a deep desire within yourself to achieve any destination. Make a plan to achieve that destination. Keep yourself away from negative people. Stop hanging out with those who weaken your morale. Build relationships with people who can support you when the time comes. Inculcate these habits in you in such a way that it becomes impossible for you to remove them from yourself. Only then can you move forward with the determination to do something. Part 11. To achieve great things, you have to hang out with people like you. Working in a team has its advantages. But these benefits outweigh the benefits of working alone. So make a team for yourself. The bigger your goals, the bigger will be your planning, the more difficult it will be to work on that plan, and the greater will be the success you achieve by working hard. Therefore, it is very important that you create a team for yourself. Have people on your team who work towards achieving the same goal. When the talent, working capacity, hard work, and dedication of some people come together, then such success is achieved which a person could never achieve alone. It is very important to have intelligent people in this team. It is even more important for the relationship between them to be good. Therefore, take only those people in your team who know well about working in a team. If your team consists of people who fight with each other, you will never be able to reach where you want to reach. Therefore, choose the people with whom you are going to work wisely. Part 12 book summary has come to a conclusion. We were all born to succeed and be free. But tied in the chains of our thinking, we are forced to live a life of failure. To become successful, first of all we have to learn to trust ourselves and awaken the desire to be successful within ourselves. After this, by planning our work and walking firmly on our path without turning, we can be successful. Let's meet again with amazing book summary.
If this book summary like you valuable, please hit like button and subscribe our channel, Booksica. Thank you for listening. Keep learning, keep growing.